break down the differences between Royal Q and Eazy Bot. And Royal Q is a version, a white labeled version of MatBot. And MatBot is what we were very familiar with last year when we got into the bot trading business. So in this video, he explains how we are able to come out of trades in the downtrending market. And that was one of the concerns we had last year with MatBot. When May 19th hit, all of our accounts were stuck in the coins. We were waiting for the turnaround, and it didn't happen until December when the market started going back up. But a lot of people abandoned their bots and they got frustrated. So Mohammed was trying to figure out a strategy last year on how to get out of a downtrending crash or a drop in the market with above 50 to 60%. And he was able to devise the strategy and help a lot of accounts in the MatBot, and many accounts were able to get out of trades. However, there was a gap that he was not able to, we were not able to fill. And it was one of the downfalls of MatBot. And if we can get Doris to stop the screen share here. Hang on a second. Okay. All right. So that being said, that gap that we were trying to fill, it was a limitation on the parameters that MatBot was able to deliver. So he couldn't figure out a way to reach the owners of MatBot so that they can change a setting where we can utilize some parameters where we can fix that gap. So that gap caused a lot of coins to stay stuck. We call it stuck or being held in trades. So we talked to Mohammed, and he decided to create his own bot where we're able to adjust properly so that when there's the big dip in the market, we can still come out of the trade and still make profits. And that's what EazyBot is able to do. It's able to even sustain a 60 to 70% drop in the market. And one of the great features added to this new bot that Mohammed created is that we're able to compound the growth in the trades. So when a profitable trade has taken place in your exchange account, it adds to your balance. So if you're starting with a $600 balance, we use 3.3% of that $600 balance for each of the trades. So 3.3% of $600 is $20. So if you divide 600 by 20, that gives you a total of 30 different $20 trades that can be used. So when the bot drops, when the coin drops in price, it takes a $20 position. And then when it drops further, it takes another $20 position. And then when it drops further, it takes a double down position, which is 40. And then another position below that is 80. So those first four positions are called the Martingale Strategy, where we're dollar cost averaging. So if you start off with a coin and it starts off at $100 and it drops 2% and it drops to $98, our initial position, which is a $20 position, remember I broke down the $600 account to 30 different $20 positions. Our initial buy is $20 of that coin, which is selling at $100, for example. If it goes down to 98, which is a 2% drop, we're going to buy another $20 worth of that coin. So that averages out to a $99 position. Okay, I'm getting very technical here, so those that can understand, you can follow along. But for those that are new, you don't have to know this. We're going to have tutorials on how the bot works, but for tonight, I just wanted to actually explain it in detail as best as I can. If the bot continues to drop in price, we're going to double down even further. So it's going to be a $40 purchase. And then if it drops even further, it's going to be an $80 purchase. So all of those purchases amalgamates into one position called the dollar cost average price. And that is the Martingale Strategy. So we have one position amongst the four covers that we took. Remember I told you a $20 initial purchase, a $20 purchase again if the bot drops 2%, a $40 purchase beyond that, and an $80 purchase. All of those amalgamate into one average price. Now, if it continues to drop below those 4 covers, then we're going to have independent positions where the bot can close out those positions in profit on its own. So we can account for another 20 more independent positions because we've allocated $600 to this particular coin. And remember, I told you $600 divided by 20 is 30. So we're allocating 30 total positions of this bot purchase. So in those independent positions, we're going to make some profitable trades independent of the first 4 positions, which is the dollar cost average price. On all those independent positions, they're going to be taking place at a lower price point, and we're able to take little profits out of that price point. All those little profits, half of them is going to be used to bring down the big price, which is the dollar cost average price. And it's going to slowly bring that price down so that when the market goes back up, the bot does not need to go much higher in order to close that sequence of trades. So the bot is able to take little profits on a downtrending market and accumulate those profits into your account. Half of it will go into that dollar cost average price, and the other half will go directly into your account. So we're always taking profits, even though the market is going down. And that is the beauty of this bot. We're able to get out of a downtrending market. And the default parameters that Mohammed has set up is designed so that you can set it and forget it. The bot will come out of trades. We can sustain a 60% drop in the market. If, for example, we get down to a 50% drop, we can add more funds to the bot so that we can sustain even another 25% drop or even a 30% drop if it continues to drop. And that is amazing. We can fully customize it. So in a sense, we can customize as the market drops even further, and we'll still be able to get out of trades. So when we say 60% drop is sustainable, that's just based on the original parameters that are set. But if we realize that the market went down like 50%, we can still adjust it so that we can even sustain even further drops. Okay, so those are things that we can customize, and the bot parameters allow us to do this. And if it does happen, we do expect crashes in the market. If it does happen that we're down 50% in the market, we're going to alert everybody to add more covers, it's called, so that we can sustain even further drops beyond the 50 and 60%. And those drops in the market are still going to continue to make profits for us. So we're always in motion. We're always in trade. There's no downtrend. We're always making profits. So this is a beautiful situation because we're the only bot that we can really say we really say that we can get out of big downtrends in the crypto market. So today, if you have any questions, please raise your hand, and we will unmute. We can get you guys unmuted and ask the questions. Breezy, come on in right away. Go ahead, Breezy.
It wasn't a question, but just to reiterate the fact that we as humans put a lot of emotion into anything we do, and the bot trades without that emotion. It doesn't have that human factor for us to say, oh, I'm going to go in now, I'm going to come out now. They have an algorithm that allows for the bot to go into the trade and then sell and profit, and continuously doing that cycle after cycle after cycle. And that's the beauty of the bots. And then having Eazy Bot is going to be 10 times better than even MatBot, because it's built to not be in a holding pattern. It's going to continue buying short. And that's the only thing I wanted to say, because we're already so emotional for everyone that's going, in Pangu and everything else. And this is perfect in the sense that we're not going to have to worry about our emotions taking place, because the bot's going to trade for us. And that was what I really could appreciate about MatBot, but this is going to produce 10 times better, has a better comp plan. And I'm sorry for taking and saying that, jumping in on that, but I just had to say that because it's really the emotion that causes people to lose, and we're not going to lose with the bot.
Yes, great point. I've been trading Forex for a number of years, and I've experienced the highs and lows, and it's very stressful. With the bot doing the trades, we don't have to worry about the ups and downs. In fact, I invite the market to go down, because when the market goes down, you're putting more funds into your trade. And then when the market comes back up and closes off in profit, you're going to realize more of a profit. For example, if you start off with a trade at let's say back to that first position, $20, you're starting off at $100 coin, and it goes up and you close out that trade, you're going to make a 1.5% profit, or based on the parameters that are set. So if it goes up, you're making little profits as you go. However, if the coin goes down, you're putting more funds into the trade itself. So you start off with 20, and then the next trade you have another 20, and then next trade you have 40, and then next trade you have 80. So you're putting more of your funds into the trade, so that once the coin goes back up and closes in profit, you're closing all of those funds that you put into that trade, and you're going to get a 1.5% return. So I invite the market to go down, so that there's going to be more profits realized. And then the compounding factor is amazing. So whenever you close out in profit, let's say we started off with $600, and then a series of trades created a $5 profit, you're going to have a $605 account now. It's going to take 3.3% of the $605 to initiate the next trade sequence. So instead of $20, it's going to be $20.30 for the next series of trades. And that's going to continue with this compounding feature which is remarkable. It's not a daily compounding feature. It's a trade lead, we call it, on trade basis, where I actually accumulating and compounding our growth. So that is an incredible feature that's been created and added to this platform. The video goes into that. It shows how we're making those profits. And that compounding feature itself is going to give an extra 4 to 5% per month on our profits. We're looking at 5 to 20% on a conservative basis. We're based on the testing that we've done, we're able to realize that amount of profit. I did the testing a few weeks ago, and I was on pace for about 8%. And we were testing without using the compound feature at the time. So based on, I used 5 different coins on my testing, and I was on pace for 8% for the month. Others have done the same, and some are going at 11%, 12%. And it really is based on the coin. The more volatile the coin is, the more profits that you're going to realize, because you want the up and downs of the volatility in the market. Another great thing about EazyBot is that the company's going to allocate $1,000 per coin, so that we can see live trading going on. So that's great, because a lot of people are going to ask, which coin should I choose? You can go through the history and see the back testing of these coins, and see which coins have done better than others, and then you can choose those coins if you want to trade it. That's going to help. And also, we're able to use different strategies. I know the default strategy is there for everybody to set it and forget it, but people can experiment, come up with their own strategies. And if you come up with a strategy that is going to help everyone, and Mohammed likes it and Coach Ken likes it, they can adopt that into the system. And if anybody uses your strategy, you're going to get a piece of the action from them using this. So that is another feature that's available to all members. I know a lot of people in our community like to day trade and try to experiment, like Doris and her team. So we are very flexible in terms of inviting people to try different things, because there may be a great strategy out there that we haven't really explored. And with the parameters and the way that the bot is designed, you're able to customize it the way you like it. So there's so much flexibility here. The compensation plan is absolutely incredible. Coach Ken, who is a master at compensation plans, has created an amazing platform for all of us to have a lucrative income. The main feature that we are going to be talking about today is the Founders Club, which is only open to 1,000 people. And we believe that in the first week, this is going to be gobbled up. So to be a part of the Founders Club, you need to have your position, have 3 people below that, So three people signing directly with your link. And then below those three, each one has to have 3 people signed up as well. So a total of 12 people in your organization. And your position has to be the VIP package, which is $9.95. And you have to have a minimum of $600 trading in your exchange account. And all the people of the 12 that are below you, they each have to be on the minimum 250 package, and they all have to be trading $600 in their exchange account. With this structure, you qualify for one of the 1,000 shares in the Founders Club. So the significance of this is that as a founder, member of the Founders Club, you will participate. You will earn there's a 5% pool that the company's going to allocate for all the profits, and you'll be able to earn 1 share of that 1,000 that you're allocated in the founders pool. So this is the residual income for life. All you have to do is maintain that structure. Once again, it's your position at the $9.95 bot package, and then 3 directly below you that has to be at least the 250 package. And then those 3 below you have to have 3 below them. And that qualifies you for the Founders Club. Beyond that, if you do not build beyond that, you're still always going to be a part of the Founders Club as long as that structure is maintained. So that's very important. There's also different ranks that you're going to be able to qualify for. Coach Ken is just revising the compensation plan slightly so that it's more user-friendly for people that are leaders. We're going to be able to build wide as well as build below that. But the main thing about this bot is that you do not have to build the team. The product itself is amazing, so that you can introduce this to people and they do not have to recruit. They do not have to show this to anybody else. This is a great investment vehicle. We are expecting 5-20% a month based on the default strategy it's already built in. So this is something that people can add to their portfolios. Another feature is that you can sign up for free and you can build a team if you'd like, and you do not have to trade. And then while you build your team, you're going to start earning into your account. And then once you have enough money in your account, you can actually use those funds to trade with. So anyone can sign up for free and build an organization. And then from the proceeds that you're going to receive on the residual income, you can actually start trading and then upgrade your account. So this is great for everyone to sign up with and join anywhere in the world. We're giving this opportunity so that we reach out to every single person in the world that has access to the internet and access to exchange accounts. So, there it is. Whose screen is that? Breezy? Perfect. You want to explain some of that, Breezy?
Sure, of course. So I think honestly it's going to be more than it's going to be more like 24 hours that it's going to be gone, because people are lining themselves up to be able to participate and become part of the 1,000 founders. So as it is explained here, the first 1,000 people who become the super affiliate, and it's going to be a 3x3x3. So the first person, 3x3. You will recruit 3 people that have to have a novice package. So that is going to be the 250 and at least trading if $600. And then those 3 people have to have 3 people each. So a total of 12. And so the person who wants to become this founder is going to have to buy the VIP $9.95, what Peter said. You can start with the free and upgrade later, but I'm telling you right now, it is going to be gone. I personally believe, I would say even 12 hours, but we'll just say 24. And they can't be like fake accounts. Like you can't say, oh, I'm gonna put myself 3 times and then have other people under you. I'm pretty sure with the flow that we're seeing of how many people have already signed up for an account, that they're actually going to have the number of people to be able to do that. So it's really going to become first come, first serve. So the second that the bot is activated to actually start trading, there's going to be a tally in the background where the developers will see who has had it first. And it's literally going to be like within little by little that someone's not going to be able to claim that that one of the 1,000 spots. But this is what it looks like. And
yeah, and if you do get your directs as a founder, you'll get an extra share into that 1,000 people pool.
Thank you,
So
because for a second I was like, what am I looking at? But yes, that's
it. Yeah. So for example, the middle person there, they've got the same structure as you, and as long as the package is $9.95 for that person, they will qualify for a share in the Founders Club, and you will get an extra share. So get your directs to get that Founders Club share, and then you'll get an extra one for each one of those. Which
hey,
is
Peter. Hey, it's
yes.
Coach.
Hey, Coach, come on in.
Hey, the corporate made a decision today that they wanted only one share per person. So that second tier has been eliminated.
Okay. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, so it's just a 3x3.
Okay.
So
I think that's better. I think that gives us more people in the Founders Club, which is a better situation for all of us.
That's what they wanted to do. And
Yeah.
so, and wanted just to, have it set up so that more people could come in and everybody would get one share. Because it's going to be very lucrative as we grow. That's going to be, that in all likelihood, will be able to retire those 1,000 people.
Amazing, Coach. And what other changes are you making, or are we close to finalizing the comp plan?
Yeah, we are close. I think it's. Did you guys go over the changes at all?
No.
Okay. Yeah, we are going to make it easier for everybody. The 3x3 and the 5x3, we are going to eliminate that. We had a comp plan consultant talk to us, and he recommended actually what I first started out with. It was almost mirrored what I was recommending at the very beginning, and but it's going to be very simple. All you have to do is bring in one person, and each additional person that you bring in will open up 2 more levels. So you bring in 10 people, and all 20 levels are opened up to you. What the comp plan expert said was building out the 3x3 and the 5x3 was actually a lot more difficult than most people realized. He said it looks great on paper, but it's a lot more difficult to build out an organization that way. So we wanted to keep it as easy as possible. When he made that suggestion, I understood what he was saying, but I didn't understand it to the level he knew about it. And so he talked to me about a couple of other companies that were doing something very similar in a unilevel, and he said they just they got stuck. It bottlenecked everybody. So we wanted to make sure that everything that we do is as simple as possible. This change just came about while we were over there. Somebody reached out to me in the group that is a big builder who's actually one of the national directors. He had this other guy on the phone that he wanted me to speak with, and that's how that came about. So I thank God that we made this decision before we open, because we're not open, and so we can make changes like this once we're open. I don't think there's going to be any changes other than making it better. So
awesome. So Ken, so you're saying that once you sign up somebody direct to you, it's going to open up 2 levels of compensation. So the person you sign up,
the first person you'll get paid on that person, and you'll get paid the check match. So, but if you bring a second person in, that'll open up the first 2 levels. Then a third person will open up. No, I think you are right. I have to go over that with Muhammad, but I think he said you bring in your second person, and basically what it is though, and I'll look at it again, but for every person you bring in, it opens up 2 levels. But I think he said in order to open up the second level, you have to bring your second person in.
Okay, and when you
So,
say
but
bring in
it
a
should
person,
be
is that
more,
that's
because it
that
might have
on?
been how I had talked to Muhammad about it. It was for every person you bring in, it opens up 2 levels.
Right.
So,
And,
so
when you
10 people opens up all 20.
and these people have to be on a paid package, correct?
Yes, they all have to be paid. To
Okay.
open up those levels, they do have to be either novice or VIP.
Okay, got it.
Which
Awesome.
I don't think that's going to be an issue at all. We want to open this up for everybody, and so we offered a free bot, and it's a fully functional free bot. But you can only trade 2 coins with the free version. So the paid version, you can open up these names might change by the opening, but the novice version is 250. You get to trade 10 coins on 2 separate exchanges, which gives an individual a lot more freedom. It's actually like having 20 bots, because you've got 2 exchanges and 10 coins that you can
Right.
So it's really a powerful version. And then the VIP, all of the coins and 5 exchanges. So once a person starts to become more familiar with this space and they want to venture out into maybe diversifying with more exchanges, they'll have all of that with the VIP.
Oh, awesome.
And the VIP will get concierge customer service for sign up, and also they'll have front of the line privileges for all support calls that are being done in the different countries that we're going to be doing support calls in.
Amazing. So exciting, Coach Ken. I mean, everybody I talked to is really excited about getting started and getting their teams ready. So that's why we're doing these calls, to get you guys more informed. And you heard it from Coach Ken. Changes are being made so that it's better for all of us as we get ready for the launch. If you have any questions, please come on in. We have some hands up. Sandra, what's your question? Come on in.
The question is, Peter, if you have personal sponsor, and let's say I sponsor 10 or 12 people personally, when the bot go live, are we able to move anyone?
To move anyone into different positions? No.
Yes. Are we able to move anyone? Yeah.
No. We make sure you sign up the people the way you want it. It's going to be permanent.
Okay. Secondly, because I heard Breezy cover that about people can re-sign up back under their name or putting like fake account then to get qualified. Are we gonna have a KYC? Like how are you guys gonna verify to make sure that people are not cheating the system in that way?
Yes. Coach Ken, you want to come in and answer that? If you're there still?
Yeah, I know that in this space, there's people that will do that. If we find them, we will pull them out of that, and we'll give the next person in line a chance to be a part of the Founders Club. This is an honor system. I believe most people have integrity and they won't do that. But the people that do, if we catch them, they are going to be removed from the Founders Club.
Okay.
That's all
I
I
know
can tell
that
you
we're
right now.
on it, but we know that there are going to be people who want to come in and cheat the system because they want to get the founders. And I think
Right.
people should earn that honestly and not doing, any kind of fake thing to get them there, because we've worked
Yeah.
hard to get where we are today. So we don't
Yep.
want anybody to come in and screw that up for us.
And
Okay, that was my.
we're all in a full agreement. If we find them, we're going to remove them. And
Now, I also know, I didn't check it, but one of my person that I sponsor checked it and said, like, if you come in with a name, like right now, you can go in your back office and you can change that name to somebody else's name. Eventually, when we go live, are you going to make that permanent so people don't have access to just go in and change names?
that's more of a question for Mohammed. But we will, we're actually consulting with some attorneys right now so that we can be compliant here globally. And so we're working on all of that right now.
Okay.
We definitely
And
want to
last
be
thing,
compliant so that we can operate in every country globally. And we have a product that is phenomenal. We do not touch anybody's money. Any money given to the company through the technology fee. We're working on a name for that we want to make sure that whatever we call that, it's compliant with the government. A lot of times it's just verbiage. That's why I called it the voluntary finder's fee, where people voluntarily gave to the bot for finding them those trades. But yeah, so I'm sorry, just something happened here at the house. But yeah, so all of the verbiage we're going to make sure is compliant, and we'll know before our opening date on March 16th, which is mine and my wife's anniversary, by the way.
It's going to be a
I didn't
celebratory
realize
day.
it till Breezy announced the date earlier today. I was like, hey, that's our anniversary.
Nice.
One last question, Coach Ken. Just because people are asking me this question, so I'm asking here. Oh God, lots of thoughts here now.
Okay.
I just lose it.
You lost it? That's okay. You can come back. You can come back in after. Let's go to Adila. Adila, come on in.
Yes, I just heard the previous person talk about sponsoring some of her people. What exactly did she mean by sponsoring someone? Don't people come in and they buy a package and
yeah, the only way you can buy a package is to have a link, and you have to be right. So that link is your sponsor, somebody that's already in the system.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it means.
All right. Great. Now the next thing, when Coach Ken came in, he kind of threw me on the loop because he said that there was some possible new changes as far as the 3x3 by 3x3 to 12. So do we still need, if we want to be eligible for the Founders Club, we still need 12 people?
For the Founders Club, it's still the same. You need your 3 directly to you, and they need to have 3 below each one of those.
That's
and
exactly
all of them have to be trading a minimum of $600 in their account, and they all have to be on the minimum package of the 250 bot.
No.
And your position has to be the 995 position to qualify.
Okay. All right, got it.
Okay, I got a question here, Peter.
You got it?
So
Okay.
in other company, when you sponsor someone and they came in, you automatically got an email and said Peter had signed up underneath you. We don't get that yet in EazyBot. Is that going to be something implement later? Who's
the
coming
alerts.
in under who?
Yeah, the alerts. Yeah, we talked about that, and I think David and Vineet are going to get that implemented for all of us.
Okay. All right. I guess that's it for me. Thanks again. You guys are doing a great job.
Hey guys, got a quick question for you. The founders pool, let's say, for example, there's 1,000 people that are qualified. Founder pool is closed. 6 months down the line, somebody doesn't pay their 600 and put it in trading, or they didn't pay their bot on the annual. What happens then? Does it just go down to $9.99? Or the next person that was just automatically generated goes into that pool? How does that work?
Yeah, that's a good question. I will get clarity on that, unless Coach Ken knows the answer right now. If not, I'll ask Mohammed on how that's going to happen. That's a good question, because a lot of people.
Can you repeat the question, because I'm multitasking here.
Yeah, the question is, once we hit 1,000 founding members, and let's say 3 months down the road, somebody is not qualified of the 1,000 to remain a founding member, it's going to drop down to $9.99. Is it just 999 people participating in 5%, or is somebody else going to be able to elevate to that position to make it 1,000 again?
Well, I think we're not going to lose a single person because how lucrative the Founders Club is going to be. Maybe not in 3 months.
Absolutely. I totally
but
agree
in
to
a
that.
year. But
Yeah.
if somebody does, that's a question Peter was right for Muhammad, but we'll probably put somebody else in there, the next qualifying person that was ready to come in, and because it's going to be once we have 1,000, the doors are shut. But there'll be people that have brought in, they brought in their 3x3. It might be based on volume though. And I think that is what, I think we did discuss that earlier today, because there are going to be people that are going to be pounding at the door to get in at the last minute. And it's going to happen so quickly that the software might not be able to keep up with it. This is what we were talking about today. Or people are trying to get in all at the same time. And so it might be based on volume as well. And in a case like what you're saying, if we had somebody that was qualified and didn't get in, and then somebody, just took it nonchalantly and let it go, those people, they would be replaced on what time they completed it and what their volume was. So if we had somebody that was really out there working hard and they had huge volume and they were right at the door but didn't get in, and there was somebody else that was right next to them and they didn't get in as well, but they don't have the volume, we're going to determine that based on the volume between the two people.
All right.
Okay, good question.
That was a great question.
Yes. KM, come on in. Your hands up.
Yeah, I was just wondering when we can meet Muhammad and the corporate team. Are they going to come on Zoom with us as well?
Yes.
Yes. You're actually talking to one of the corporate team right now. Actually,
cool.
two. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Mohammed does join on some of the calls on the noon calls. He was participating in the calls a few weeks ago, and he was on explaining how the bot trades and everything. So we will have him on
a regular
call,
basis. He'll be on a regular basis. Right now
they're working very hard. They're working very hard in Dubai right now to get everything ready, all the documents that we need. David stayed an extra week in order to get a lot of things done and in preparation for the launch. But right now, you're talking to Coach Ken, who is one of the main leaders and builders of this platform. So you can ask your questions directly to him. He's got all the answers pretty much. Right, Coach?
I have as many as I could have. Most of the questions I can answer. Some of them will have to be answered by some of the other partners.
Awesome.
But most of the questions I can answer. When it comes to the marketing materials, how close that we're done with the funnel system, I cannot answer that. One of the other partners that's in charge of that department. I'm in charge of, I'm the global director. I'm in charge of all the national directors, and most of the company is underneath me.
Amazing. Ken from BC, come on in.
Hey, Peter. Hey, Coach Ken. So I just put the program in front of a friend of mine, had a look at it. I think it makes sense. And he's a people person, very detailed oriented, hard worker, but he was ready to go through the registration, and he was clicking on the terms of service and the privacy policy links, and those aren't working. So just thought I'd pass that on and let you know. It doesn't lead anywhere. It doesn't open to another page or.
Thank you.
Okay.
Lindsay, can you do me a favor and check into that and then pass that on to David and Mohammed?
Yes, can you please repeat that? Because I was answering people in the chat. Please repeat that and I'll write it down.
So they're not able to click on the terms and agreement when they register. So that's not opening up.
Yeah, both the terms of service link and the privacy policy link.
Got it.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Ken. All right, Al, come on in, Al.
All right, good afternoon or good evening. Quick question about the exchanges that Coach Ken had, rolled out a number of different exchanges. Will there be any compatibility? I know we're using the API, but as far as being able to choose a list of exchanges, or will that be just kind of like on your own, just try to figure it out? Which ones will be compatible?
No, those will be available in the back office. We are working right now on Coinbase, Kraken, and I'm just this weekend was a blur this past week, and I forgot to mention we want to also get FTX for our American clientele. Huobi and Binance are for our international, because you do have to be verified to use those exchanges. You do not want to use them if you're not verified, because if they ask you or you go on without a VPN, they'll ban you. So you have to make sure that I think you're able to take your money out, but you will no longer be able to trade, if I'm not mistaken. But just be aware of that, and just make sure that you do everything according to the regulatory agencies that govern your country.
Yeah, for Binance, if they won't let you set up an API if you're not verified. So you have to be verified with a Binance account. In Ontario, we're not able to set up Binance, but everywhere else in Canada, we're good to go with Binance. So all people in Ontario and abroad, try to get your exchange accounts set up. Coinbase Pro is one of them that we're going to launch with. And Coach mentioned the other ones, Huobi and Kraken. It's good to have all of those exchanges set up and verified. And then when you're ready to go, you can choose from one of those exchanges that you're comfortable with. Awesome. Okay. Al, did you have another question, or are you good?
No, that was it. That was pretty much it. So just want to make sure, because like you said, that either KYC or making sure you've done the KYC prior to getting going is going to probably be the thing to really urge everybody to get done.
Exactly.
Sure.
Good point. Yeah. Get yourself set up on all these exchanges so you have a choice of exchanges to use. And some people will probably use multiple exchanges if they're going to be trading on the 250 or the 995 package. Sandra, you have another question? Come on in.
Peter, it's to do with Binance, because I saw it in the feed came through. Now I verified my account on Binance through Ontario, but are we not able to use Binance anymore?
Well, some of us can. I still can use my Binance account. I did the testing on Binance, so some of us can, but others can't. I don't know how they've ascertained which accounts are available, but it's kind of weird.
Okay, because that's what because I'm, as you know, I'm in Guyana and I haven't do much with my Binance, but I know I have money in there and just wanted to know. I never had problem. A few weeks ago, I was in there when I closed off my math box and I put money back in it. I also have Coinbase. So you're saying for the American, because I have some of the American that are coming on board, Coinbase Pro would be the best one for them?
Right now, yeah. And then once we verify Kraken, that'll be another option. And then Coach mentioned FTX. So there's going to be different options in the near future. Coinbase Pro is the one that you should be setting up with. Coinbase on its own does not have API keys. It's the Coinbase Pro. Yeah.
And for international, like Guyana, Binance will be a better one for them?
Sure. I think Binance will be a good one. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome. Breezy, come on in.
We had a question in the chat that I actually don't know the answer to this. And the question is, why is there a limit of 1,000 founders for the club?
Founders Club?
Yeah, for the Founders Club. Why is the limit at 1,000?
It's an early mover's advantage. And if the Founders Club was too large, it would water down the bonuses that everybody's going to receive monthly from that 5% pool. So we wanted to make something that was fairly easy to get there and lucrative for the years to come for those that support us now. Those that believe in us now, it's a race. There's going to be a lot more people. I mean, we've got over 2,000 people in, what is it, a 4 or 5 day period. And we haven't even started releasing our marketing material yet because it's not completed. It will be completed by the 16th. when you guys see the funnel systems and the marketing systems that we are creating right now, it's going to make it so much easier. Not only that, we're going to have access to paid advertising. You know, for you guys that are new to this industry, affiliate marketing is very, very lucrative. But one of the things that I've learned over the years from people that have killed it, I mean, really made a tremendous amount of money. They said, if you're not doing paid advertising, you don't have a business, you have a hobby. And you can take it for whatever you want. I don't play, tiddlywinks and taptoe around things. I'm being honest with you. It's one of the reasons why they call me coach. I'm going to help you succeed. And but part of this is you got to look at this as a business, and paid advertising is one of the ways that you will really expand your business. And if that's what you choose to do, if you just want to use the bot, this bot's going to make you money and could set you free financially. It's just going to take you a little longer to get there, and you have to be totally committed to. I'm trying not to use terms like investment and reinvest, but if you just pay attention to what we're doing, you'll see that the bot can get you there.
Contribute, recontribute.
Recontribute. Who was that?
Makoshi.
Makoshi, thank you, my friend. But yes, you can recontribute to your own fund. It's not like you're giving us a dime. This is your money in your accounts. And that's one of the reasons why we love this. We are so sick of all of the scams that are there. I just read yesterday the founder of BitConnect. They just charged him, and it was another Ponzi scheme. He walked away with $2.4 billion, it said. $2.4 billion of other people's hard-earned money and hope.
Wow.
You know, that's what those Ponzi schemes do. They steal the hope out of people's hearts, and they give the entire industry a bad name. We are absolutely sick of that kind of stuff, and our heart is to bring the impoverished out of poverty. That's why we're offering a free version of this, and to truly help people become financially independent. And we're going to teach you how to do that. But
next question I have is
yes,
and I thought this was just a perfect time to jump in. Your voice inflection started to change, so I thought I'd just jump right in. So
no problem.
when it comes to the instructional guides for everyone to set up an exchange who's never done an exchange before, or to put money onto the exchange, to API the bot in, obviously there can be some of us could be at a disadvantage if we have the people and they're willing to put the money up, but they don't have the knowledge of how to do it in terms of how to get 600 invested in on the exchange and API.
Great question. Let me. I don't mean to interrupt you, but
cool. Go ahead.
Let me go ahead and just explain. That is a phenomenal question, and we've thought that through. And so, what we're going to do for both the free version, I believe, and the novice version, that comes with the VIP version. But we're going to offer an outside source that is going to walk everybody through the sign-up process for a fee of $99. Or they can go to our back office where they'll have videos and video training on how to do that on their own. So we'll have it on two sides. They can watch the videos, and that's absolutely free, or they could partake in a service that will walk them through and help them sign up and help them get the exchange, all of that.
Do you already have that service set in place, or are you still looking?
It'll be ready the day we open.
Yeah.
And we do have it already in place, but we are going to be able to scale it in a big way.
Okay.
Now listen, let me share something with you guys. We are a new company, and there are going to be growing pains, but we will fix them as soon as we find them. And so rest assured that we will always be working on your behalf. The heart of who we are is people are way more important than money. You guys are more important to us than any amount of money we could ever earn as a company or personally.
Awesome.
So we'll fix it. We'll get it done.
And
Because
I don't know if-
you guys deserve
And
that.
Coach Ken, I don't know if there's a way we can connect because I provide some of the services you're talking about. So I didn't know if there's a way we could connect maybe off, on the Facebook or something.
Who's your upline? Reach out to them and they'll connect us. Okay.
Okay,
Can
cool.
you do that?
I'll
All
do it
right.
right now.
Yep. So we do have that covered, but I mean, we're going to need to scale. And if that's something that you provide, maybe that's some service that we can use. Okay.
Awesome. Coach
Awesome.
touched upon the funnels. So EazyBot is taking up the expense for each and every person that's a part of the system, and you're going to be able to use the funnels for free and bring all your contacts through the funnel, and they'll be dripped on by the company, and it will be opt-ins for sure. It's not like it's a spam. So everybody's going to opt in to be a part of the funnel, and then they could get dripped on with emails and information about when the Zoom calls are. And when they decide to join, they'll be linked directly to you. So this is an amazing service for us to build our organizations and our teams. So that's amazing that EazyBot is setting that up for everybody. Greg,
One last confirmation I want to make is, so now to get to the top of to open up all 20 levels, you need to have 20 personally sponsored people doing what? Just being 10. On the novice pack, or 10?
10 personally sponsored, and they have to be on the novice pack minimum.
Okay, so everyone pretty much opens up 2 levels.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Greg, come on in, Greg.
Yes, thanks. Excellent concepts and appreciate your heart. I understand it's a 2-tier payout. How do the 20 levels play into this?
Yeah, that's for the trading accounts. So you're gonna be able to earn on all of your 20 levels deep of the trading accounts. So you know how we give up 20% to the all the successful trades. So when you make a $10 profit in your exchange account, in the reserve account, $2 goes to the company, and then we use those funds to pay out the 20 levels.
Thank you very much. Excellent presentation.
No problem. Adila, come on in.
Yes. Wow, this is really amazing. I'm loving the instructional setup, the $99 fee, because I could really use that to walk me through all of this. I'm loving that.
Yeah.
And the funnel. But if someone could explain to me what exactly I'll be hearing this API. What is that?
That is when you connect your bot to the exchange. So when you connect that, it's called an API connection, and the bot can only trade for you on your exchange. So it's going to use the funds in your exchange to do all the trades. It can never withdraw funds from there. The only place that it takes out its 20% profit is directly in the bot wallet, which is where you're going to put in your reserve funds. You're going to put in $50 to $100 in there. And every time there's a successful trade on your exchange, it will draw the 20% directly from that reserve wallet.
Okay, and so that API is a system that will allow you to connect your bot with your exchange.
Exactly, and do the trading for you. Yeah,
do the trading.
And we'll have instructional videos on how to set that up, or you can opt in for the $99 setup where everything gets set up for you from A to Z, even setting up your exchange account. So that is a great feature for new people coming into the platform, into crypto space, right?
And so how would we pay that $99?
Yeah. So
to add to her question that she just asked.
Yeah.
I'm not jumping in front, but I'm sure she probably wants to know this too. The training materials that you said that you're going to have just now. Obviously, some of us with large teams, we need to make sure we can train everyone. It's not going to come out like the day before, right? We're going to have it like a week before. Sorry,
yes,
man.
Yeah, we're trying to get it there at least 4 to 5 days before, so that everybody can use it right away. I understand what you're saying. If you have it on the day of, it's going to be a rush to try to learn everything. Yeah, we're trying to get it as quickly as possible. I know that's why David stayed a little bit longer in Dubai to try to get all this stuff done.
Awesome. Thank you. Sorry, ma'am.
No problem.
No problem. Okay, and now my next question, the API was asked. Okay, so with IPA, okay, I think that was it.
Okay, no
That
problem.
was it. Okay, thank you. Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much.
You're welcome. Sandra?
Peter, yeah, two more questions. $99 package, is it available like now? So brand new people who wants to come aboard can take advantage of that?
No, it's not available yet. That's a good question because a lot of people that want to come in, they probably want to get set up,
Or
right?
they are to get all set up and the money ready. So as soon as
Correct.
it opens, they just connect, because if we wait last minute and everybody's going to try to get their money in and try to connect, you know what's going to happen there for the founding member, right?
Yeah, got it. That's a good point.
So
let
maybe
me-
that's something you guys can work on earlier. So people who want to pay the $99, they can pay it and they can get all set up. And it's just a click of a button once it open to really connect their bot, pay for the bot and connect, right?
That's a
One
good point.
question. So that's food for thought. Talk to Coach Ken about it, and David. Second part, I don't know if I would want to say I'm selfish to ask this question, but hey, what the hell? I'm gonna ask it anyway. Um, remember the guy when he was talking about the founding member, and Coach Ken was talking about it, and we only have 1,000 position available. I would, sorry, I don't want to use the word I would. I want to make a suggestion is that people or us who were in the first bot that went through our struggles because of the market drop and all the stuff, can it be that who was in the first bot, if they have their qualification to get into the founding member, they should be the first one to get it instead of people who are just hearing about Eazy Bot now and coming and they have a lot of money and they get to throw it in there and they get a chance to come in. But we stick it out for over a year with this and have our struggle and we're ready to
Yeah,
go in.
I understand
somebody,
I understand your point, but that's not going to be. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be for everybody. It's going to be open for everybody, and yeah, we're not. In a sense, you're asking if we're going to grandfather people in and have them. No, it's not going to be like that. But the fact that everybody that's in the Matbot is getting this information right now is an advantage, and I know a lot of new people are getting advantage of getting this information too. But it's based on their peers, right? The only way the new people are learning about this is based on the people that were in the program in the past. So
okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be
All
like,
right.
yeah.
I'm already there set up for my founding member, but I'm just thinking of hopefully that,
Yeah,
and
I
that's why I
understand.
want to get all my people set up with their money and their exchange and everything. So I don't
Yep.
work this hard and I lose that founding member position with a
Sandra,
couple days.
you get yourself ready and you'll get that one of the 1,000. Okay.
Okay, Peter. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Is this paid weekly?
I think it's paid monthly. I think that's set up for monthly on the founders pool.
But everything else?
Yeah, everything else is going to start off weekly until everything is running smooth. And then once that has been proven to be successful and everything is good, then I believe, Coach, we're going to go on a daily. And then, is that right? You're coming in, Coach, to say something?
Yeah, I was going to come in and say it is going to be weekly, and then it'll be daily, and there's a high probability it'll be instant. So you can take it out instantly at any time that you would like to. So, but right now we're going to be testing while we're actually, when we open, to make sure. We're going to test it prior to that, but you never know with programming. This is what our programmers told us, and these guys are top-notch programmers who have built bots before. Not like this, though. This is a new strategy that nobody's ever seen before, and they loved it. And so and they actually are partners too. So they have an invested interest in the success of this bot working correctly. Okay, so how it's going to work though is once the comp plan is programmed, then they're going to test it, and we made these changes to the comp plan, so it shouldn't take long though, because these were real simple changes. This is actually not a difficult thing for them to do. So as soon as that's done, they're going to start testing it, and when we open, everything should be ready. But what the programmers told us was, if there's a glitch, as soon as it's found, it's a very easy fix. But they can't find it until we're actually using it. So I am going to thank everybody for your patience right off the bat. But I believe that we're going to have, and this is what I was saying earlier, we're a new company. This is a new developed program and software. And this isn't a white label like what's some of the other bots that are out there are just a white label of what's already existing. This is a brand new project, and the programmers told us that there will be glitches as soon as they're found. They said it's a very quick and easy fix. So that,
Yes.
but they can't find it on their own. So
Yes. Coach is referring to small glitches, like, for example, can't click on the terms of agreement, things like that. The actual trading is glitch free. We've already tested that part. So don't worry about any of the trading being having glitches. It's working to a T. Yeah.
But what the next step is the comp plan referral program. If there are glitches, and that's why we're paying once a week to start, and then we're going to pay daily, and then we're going to shoot for instant. And guys, I've been in referral marketing for a long time, and I understand the needs of the affiliates. And so we're working hard on your behalf to make sure you get everything that we can give you to make your life a lot easier.
Awesome. Dynasty Builder, you want to come in? Can you tell us your name as well?
Yes, sir. Michael Southwood. Thank you. What I want to say, obviously, is as Coach just said, everybody realized the main thing is, my opinion, most importantly, the trading works. This is the beginning of the company. They're going to have some hiccups. We're going to all work through that part together. But realize where you sit right now. We're here 2-3 weeks before this even goes live. So take advantage of this. Press the issue. I'm sure as we grow the company, there's going to be other pools and everything. But everybody here right now, make sure you get the founders pool. So you're not saying, I wish I had done that. You're here early enough. It's 12 people. Make that part happen. One thing that I do have a question for is a teammate has people, and he posted it earlier. Peter or Coach, if you could help us. Mahbub is on the plane. He's not going to be talking for 20 hours. He just sent me a message. So we have some leaders in Dubai that would like to meet whoever's over there at corporate, you guys or Mo or whatever, high-level networkers that before they go back to Russia and their home countries, if we could set up some type of a thing. And Mahbub just said, ask you guys. So I just wanted to put it out there while I had both you, Coach, and Peter on here. If we can, someone message me so we can set that up with Shohan's people, please.
I just got that message. I'm going to definitely get in touch with David since he's there and arrange something for that time frame, because David's there until the end of the week. So yeah, I got your message. So I'll definitely reach out and reach back out to you.
Oh, okay. Also, Shohan is on here, so if you want to ping him, Breezy, that would be perfect. I'm just the conduit here. I just want to make sure that we get that.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've been texting back and forth just now because he's from Australia. Coach,
I got you. On that note, thanks everybody.
Well, I don't.
I look forward to working with all of you guys all around the world. This is my first bot experience. I've been doing networking for 36 years, built a lot of big companies, but this is exciting. This thing's going to be viral, and just from watching the last week of where you guys are and who you are, it's very, very much an honor and a privilege to be on the team with all of you.
You're amazing.
Trust me, the honor is ours, and we really just, our heart is to serve. We love serving, and we'll make that happen in Dubai for your team. And the gentleman,
Coach Ken.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Coach Ken, do you know when? Okay, I've seen the back office and I've seen how the level 1, level 2, level 3 is laid out. So on and so forth. Are they going to ever have it set up to where you can actually see circles and sticks to know who's got what 3 on level 2 and who's got what 3 on level 3?
Yeah, we're actually, thank you. That's a great question. We actually talked about that this morning. I brought that to Mohammed because I need to see my own team actually. And so what it's going to be is basically just how many people are under each one of your personals. And when you open up the second level and you see the names, there'll be a number next to those. It's a lot easier and a lot faster to determine who's working the business and who's not. And so, those that aren't, you'll be able to reach out to them and say, hey, what can we do to help you grow your teams? They might just be people that want to use the bot because the bot's going to pay them. It will pay them. It'll pay them daily. And what I've seen in this space, when you have something like that, it'll start people. They came in maybe just to use the bot, but they'll be so excited about what they're seeing happening in their accounts that they'll start sharing it, and it'll grow organically because of that. So, but right now, that's what we're going to do. So let's say you brought in, 5 or 6 people. Next to them, there'll be a number of how many people are on their teams. You can go to level 2 and see who's working in level 2. And as leaders, I said, you reach out to those that really aren't working, but where you're going to spend the majority of your time is with the people that are working, because that's where you're going to receive a majority of your commissions. So we reach out to the people that aren't. We find out if they're just a user or if they want to build but they're having some struggles. We help and serve them. And then, but the ones that are building, that's where you're going to spend a majority of your time as a leader, doing Zooms with that group. And your phone will start to ring off the hook because people are going to reach out to you. If you make yourself available and you become a part of the community, your phone will ring off the hook. And with the other tools that we're going to be bringing as well, guys, this is going to be the most exciting run any of us have ever had. Ever.
And this tool you're talking about, where you're going to upgrade the genealogy, that's going to happen before we launch, so we can use it to manage our pre-launch.
Yes.
Okay.
That should be done. Mohammed said that should be a quick fix.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Awesome.
It won't be the circles. It won't be all of that. If you've obviously you've seen that in back offices, it starts to get very cumbersome to go through and look at who's building and who's not. Here you'll be able to just at a glance see who's building on level 1, who's building on level 2, level 3, all the way down to level 20.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you, Coach Ken. Alpha Shark, you want to come in? Please tell us your name.
Yeah, how you doing? Alpha Shark, John Rudy. I just wanted to go over a couple things with you. I know
that's not your name, is it? Alpha Shark?
No, John Rudy. It is.
John, welcome.
Yeah,
welcome.
I just wanted to go over a couple things with you guys. I see you brought up advertising, and what kind of advertising? Social media advertising, or are there going to be ads in the back office that we can use?
Different things, and there'll be options to opt into paid advertising. That's coming, and
right.
Because we're still in pre-launch, we don't have that solidified on which advertising programs we're going to use. We are researching some right now, and there are a couple that we are already aware of for that are high producing advertising venues. So that's all going to come in time, but we will have all of that. So that's something that we're real excited about.
Yes, definitely. Another thing I wanted to bring up. Are we announcing this as a network marketing company or a real business?
Well, this bot is going to be so strong. I think what we're going to do is, and this is what I felt would happen all along, that we'll lead with the bot. We don't have to lead with the multi-level marketing side of it. We can lead with 2-tier affiliate program. If somebody wants to, the bot is what we're going to lead with, and we can share the two-tier affiliate program maybe. But I think we're going to have two different opportunity videos. One is to use the bot, and the other will include the affiliate program. This is something that, we talked about from the very beginning. Do we want to do an affiliate program, or do we just want to advertise the bot to the masses through the marketing that we have available to us? I mean, we've got one of the top marketers in the country that's a partner, online marketer. And we could have done with just the company advertising the bot, but my heart is to help everybody that wants to go to work with us, to help them become financially free as quickly as possible. I like network marketing. I just, to be honest with you, I haven't found a company yet like ours. And I'm not saying that in a boastful way. I have done everything from that you can imagine, and have been looking at things that the average person could make money without recruiting.
Right.
It was non-existent unless it was a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I didn't even know what a Ponzi scheme was when I first started working in this 10 years ago. And I learned a very hard lesson about it. And I haven't done anything that remotely looks or smells like one since 2017.
Great, perfect.
We have here, it's real. It's not going to give you the returns that a Ponzi scheme will give you. And people gravitate to those because of the returns, but those returns are false returns, and they end up losing their money. For some reason, gravitate to another one and another one. This is real. This is real. And I've been to day trading school. It averaged more than my instructor made monthly. This is a great return that it'll give everybody. But
perfect, yes.
Awesome.
Go ahead, Pete.
Thank you, John, for your
Thank you very much.
Scott C, come on in, Scott C.
Hey guys, Scott Clayson here. I'm pretty excited about what I've been hearing. I did have one question. I have a pretty strong background in trading and bots. I'll put in air quotes, bots, all of that with expert advisors and what have you. My question has to do with sustained growth, and more particularly is, without sharing anything proprietary, obviously, are you hiding the trading signatures of all the people using these bots, or will the exchanges eventually zero in on the fact that so many quote unquote trades are happening at the same time?
That is a great question. Let me put my food down. I'm so sorry. That is a great question. The trades will not be placed at the same time. And the reason why is every individual that comes in is a separate entity trading on their own. It's not like a bot where you turn your money over to a broker and a broker places one massive trade. That's not what this is.
Right.
This is, each individual has their own trading bot. And so these trades are being executed by the nanosecond for each individual. And everybody's going to come in at a different time and space within the exchange of their choice. So they're going to choose Bitcoin when maybe it's up by 10% in a 2-week period. And then it begins to come down. As we know, all investments do that, whether it's real estate, stocks, bonds, or crypto. But crypto is more volatile. So they might come in at the top of the market, it drops down 10%, and somebody might come in at the bottom of the market where it's hitting support. And theirs is going up. So each individual is their own entity. It's not being traded one big trade at a time. So they can't. It's not like the Forex where your broker starts to execute trades against you.
Right.
This is totally separate, totally different than that.
Awesome. I've got a long time experience in network marketing, and I agree with what you said. That this is, I haven't seen anything like this. So I'm pretty excited. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a very good question. I wanted to add to that. We were part of a platform last year where they had over 500,000 users and it was still growing. And there are other bots that have over 1 million users. So as Coach Ken said, each individual account, is different than everybody else's. We enter trades at different time points, and it's all independent of each other. So we're not worried about any exchanges coming down on the trading. They invite bots. That's why they give up their API keys so that we can use artificial intelligence on trades. So,
so you might want to clarify it, or at least let people know that, because what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to go, oh, I got this result, and then they're going to go, why is your result different than my result? People need to be aware of that. So
the results, the bot itself is going to give similar results by the end of the month, depending on the coins that you choose. So on average, you're going to get roughly the same kind of results. The number of trades are going to differ from various accounts. So you can't really compare one account to the other because everybody's going to start at a different point, and every trade is going to start at a different price point as well. So it's difficult to ascertain if the accounts are going to be equivalent. It's not. It's all going to be vary, but it's going to vary slightly by the end of the month. So it's not going to be a big difference, is what I'm trying to get at.
The other thing that we're going to do is we're going to make it completely transparent. The company is going to put money in separate accounts for each coin. And then in the back office, you'll be able to look at the historical data for those coins. And the ones that are performing better than others, you'll have the option to choose those. And that's what's going to end up happening. The top performing coins, most profitable ones, most people will just choose those coins based upon the historical data. Now, past success doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to see the same thing in the future, but we'll have a pretty good idea. We back tested it for a year. Those results will be in the back office as well. And this bot's going to have so many features that other bots don't have. I don't know. I came in a little late, but we're going to have an auto compounding feature that you just press a button, and every positive trade and it only closes out the positive trades. It only closes out winning trades. It'll add that to your next initial order. It'll compound and could compound several times a day. And we've seen other bots that we were using that would close out multiple trades a day. I've seen this bot because I was one of and so was Peter. We were testing the bot, and it closed out multiple times a day. So every time it closes out a trade, adds it to the bottom line and to the next initial order.
Yeah, you guys have thought of everything. It's amazing.
Yes, Mohammed did think of everything because we experienced the downfalls last year, so he knew what needed to be changed, and he knew what needed to be fixed for everyone to get maximum profits out of bot trading. Okay, so we have Grego with a question. Breezy, I know you have your hand up. Did you want to come in first, Breezy? Quickly.
No, I'll go behind everybody else. But the one thing I also wanted to add is that it also depends on what coins you're trading. Just because even if you have the same person trading the same coin, like everyone's saying right now, it could be even a millisecond different, and there's going to be different results. But it also depends on, is everyone trading all the coins? Is someone trading 2 coins, 5 coins, 10 coins? Are you trading more than the 600 per coin? You're not going to have the same results that someone else is going to have. That's all I wanted to say on that part. But I'll come back in for the rest. I'm just keeping my hand up because I did want to address some of the questions out loud for people who aren't actually seeing the chat.
Okay, awesome. Greg, come on in.
Yes, I'm not a pessimist at all, but by being in other companies and in United States, has like a air about itself, and they like to come in and see how they can either move things down or quiet things down or shut things down. Have you guys foreseen any of this? There's other companies that I've been in, and they've basically left it offshore. So
Yeah, so
United
we're
States,
registered.
not
We're
into-
registered in Dubai. We have the actual license in Dubai, and Mohammed, who is the person that set this up, actually shows the license of this. It's a software development license, so we're actually registered out of the United States, and the exchanges that we're going to be using are going to be the ones that are the United States has approved, right, for the citizens to use. So we're
So it sounds
okay on that.
sounds very transparent. It really does, and I
It
want to
is.
thank you. I want to thank you again. I just wanted to ask that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Absolutely.
Actually, great question, because if you don't mind, Peter, especially in the U.S., we have a lot of regulations that we've got to be compliant. And this Saturday, one of the top MLM and crypto attorneys in the world is going to be in Dubai. They reached out to me, and they're going to be meeting with Mohammed to go over some things. Let me share this one thing, though, that we learned through this attorney. In order for this to be compliant in the U.S., you cannot set it and forget it. You have to have the client engaged in the process. And all you have to do to have that client engaged is once a week, they have to go into their back office and choose that they want to keep the parameters the same or change the parameters. So a pop-up window comes up and they click on it, and that's it. So Mohammed should be meeting with, unless he's booked already, he should be meeting with that attorney this coming week.
Thank you.
Thanks.